Today, I'm going to show you one simple pocket operator trick to make more interesting patterns. Freebeat. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Freebeat, where I post new music-related content every single day, so if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Today's patron shout-out goes to Sebastian Rurik. Thank you so very much for the support. Let's get started. So today's video, one simple pocket operator trick to make more interesting patterns. So not only does this trick work for the pocket operators, but it also works on any grid-based sequencer. So on the pocket operators, we have a 4x4 grid. A square grid is best, so 4x4, 8x8. I don't know if there's any 16x16s out there. But really, as long as you just have any kind of grid, this should work pretty well. The trick itself is kind of silly. Normally here on the channel, we count through every single beat and the steps, and we go 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and, and we are very precise with where we place things. This tip is to ignore all that and simply make shapes with your different pieces of your drum kit or whatever you're making a pattern out of. Just make shapes in the sequencer grid. So, let's take a look at that. So let's take our kick drum here. And let's just go ahead and make a diagonal line going from upper left to bottom right on the pocket operator. Sounds kind of weird. It's hard to find where 1 is, isn't it? Where beat 1 is. So let's keep adding to it. Let's go to our hi-hat here. Go to this one. We'll close it up a bit. There we go. Let's add a diagonal line going the other direction from our kick drum. We'll start top right, end up bottom left. Now let's listen. Little easier to find where we are, but still kind of a weird pattern. Now, before we go any further, the way this works is because it forces us to stop thinking about exactly what we want to make, and it kind of just shifts our focus to something completely unrelated from the music. That can kind of decouple you from the normal stuff that you fall into when you're making your drum patterns or whatever instrument you're sequencing. We all have, our likes and dislikes, and it's all too easy to fall into, the curse of sequencing the same thing over and over and over, or at least starting in the same spot over and over. And that's okay if you're into that. But if you do want to shake things up, that's why this tip works. Now, I do recommend having something grounded in your pattern. So for instance, our kick drum, of course, is doing this random diagonal thing. The hi-hat's going this way. Let's take our snare drum and let's put that square on beat 2 and beat 4, just so we do have some semblance of a normal drum part. But let's listen to what this sounds like. All of a sudden, it's not too crazy, is it? It's just a kind of funky, different sounding drum pattern. Nice. Now, let's forget what I just said about keeping the snare drum grounded. Let's go with an octagon, actually, yeah. There we go, nice octagon. That was on the snare drum, remember. It's a little too hectic for my liking, so let's take these out. We'll do these kind of mirrored shapes here. That's pretty cool. What if we kind of make it like this snake? So we start here, go across, and then down, and then across, and then back up. That could be a pretty good drum fill. Let's go ahead and return the snare drum just to beats 2 and 4 here. Let's jump back over to the hi-hat. Remember, we have this diagonal line. What if we make the letter X? That's pretty cool. You get this kind of stuttery effect with the hi-hat. Let's go back to the kick drum here, and instead of making a diagonal slash, let's go with a big ol' square. How about that? Not really my thing, but that's certainly different than anything I would come up with. Let's go with 2 mirrored squares. So, or opposite squares. We'll go square in this upper right-hand corner, square in the bottom left-hand corner. That's my favorite pattern so far. I love that kick drum. In fact, I like that so much, I'm going to copy that into another pattern for later. Yeah, nice. Now with that, I want to go in and give us kind of a normal hi-hat and just see what I can do with that drum pattern now. See, it's that easy to get inspired with the pocket operators. If you want to come up with something a little different, it's that simple. So I've got a little more normal of a hi-hat now. Nice. Snare drum still on 2 and 4. Let's listen. Yeah. Now from here, you know, I'm just off and running. Go to the hi-hat here. I want all 4 of those filled in. Yeah. Let's open this last one. Yeah. Nice. Let's go to a completely blank pattern now and draw some more shapes with some different sounds. Let's do this one. Let's draw kind of like a Z shape or Z shape if you're not from the States. That's cool. Nice. Now I could just program that 4 on the floor, but we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to go... Nope, that's an inappropriate shape. I don't want to draw that. Instead, we're going to go like this. We're going to go zigzags like that. There we go. So zigzag on this side, zigzag on that side. And they don't need to be, you know, mirrored at all. We can just do zigzags like that. Like ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Let's listen. Nice. Now over that, I want like a disco hi-hat, I think. So I am just going to do 1/8 notes on the hi-hat. I'm going to close the hi-hat for these first ones here. Copy that. And then leave these all the way open. Cool. And now, of course, we haven't used anything from column 2 here. So, man, I do just love that snare drum. This is the stock PO32 kit, by the way. Let's just take that snare drum, slap it on 2 and 4 for a little more oomph there. And actually, let's accent those too. Let's go. Yeah. Awesome. So there you have it. One simple trick to make more interesting patterns on the pocket operators or any grid-based sequencer. Stop worrying about the steps and the beats. Just draw some darn shapes and have fun with it. I do hope that you found this video informative or at least entertaining. If you did, be sure to leave a like on it. If not, you can always leave a dislike. That's okay too. Doesn't hurt my feelings, just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Thank you so very much for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.